Hello, this is Ian's Grow Your Own. Take 3. Camera on the phone. I'm using my phone at the moment, and the camera keeps cutting out, and I don't know why. I might be accidentally touching the screen, but here we go again. Strawberries are okay. I think it's because of the heat. They're only producing very small ones at the moment. I keep watering them. So it's not because it's not had enough water. The runner beans also need watering this time of year, which we've been doing, but they're beginning to produce beans. So we're going to have to use those up before they go over. We got some chocolate peppermint there. That looks good. That looks healthy. We got some more in little pots there. I seem to be producing more chocolate peppermint than I thought I was. Now, that's the basil we bought from the shop. And I think it's greenhouse bought, we bought it by post. And although it's warm enough, the wind burnt the leaves. They weren't hardened off at all. Right. On the top there, we've got, let me turn that round a minute so that you can see it. We've got sweet peppers there, but here we have Bonkin 14, and these just come as, let me make sure I got that right. Have you got that? Can you see that? One leaf coming. All they do is come as bits of root, and we got half a dozen of those up there. Now, Bonkin 14 is, oh God, my brain. Comfrey. It's comfrey. Now, English comfrey that you get as a weed in the garden is, it produces seeds and reproduces from seeds. Bonkin 14 you can only grow from root cuttings because it doesn't produce from seed. What happened was, in the research station at Doubleday, he tested all different sorts of comfrey. English comfrey, European comfrey, and Russian comfrey. I think Bonkin 14 was the test number, was the Russian comfrey. And that was found to have the most minerals of different types in it, and better nitrogen, higher nitrogen levels when it was put into compost. Anyway, that's my basil there. It's more of my basil growing, as you can see. That's coming on nice. And what I'm doing now is I'm cutting them and getting them to bush. See, that one's been cut there, and now it's bush, and then those two there will be cut, and it'll bush again. That's the rosemary. That's growing. It's slow, but it does grow. More runner beans. There, that's definitely got to come off. They're ready to eat. They haven't grown very big, but I think that's just because of the weather. We've got some strawberries down here, and I've cut some runners off. And we've made a bucket up, and that's got radishes around the outside. It's got chives right the way around the outside, and it's got carrots in the middle, but the carrots haven't come up yet. Right, that's the cabbage, the Durham, or a small pointy cabbage. It's only me and my wife. We don't need great big cabbage. We find if we had big cabbages, that we use half of one, and then by the next weekend, when we want to have cabbage for Sunday lunch, it's gone over, you know. Anyway, this is the cucumbers, and we have, let me zoom in, we have cucumbers, look. And we got another one down there as well. Oh, you can't see it very well in the leaves, but we have another cucumber there. Got one growing there. So I'm quite pleased with the cucumbers. I think we've done well with that. I don't know what happened. Then it came up as AI computer video stuff on the screen, and I don't know what happened. Right, comfrey from seed is not bonking 14, because bonking 14 does not grow from seed. So that's ordinary comfrey that we'll put in the beds outside just to cover it, to stop the weeds coming up, basically. All right, tomatoes. They're growing well, and we've got tomatoes on them. They're a bit small and green at the moment, but they are under that foliage. And I don't know if you can see, but the tops are just beginning to fold over where they're drying out. But we'll water in a minute anyway. It's about 6 o'clock at night now. So, but these are Pat's shop built plum tomatoes, and we've got red ones, and we've got pink ones, and we've got more green ones. They're going well. We've had 2 on the ordinary tomatoes. We've got a pink one growing there. That's beginning to mature. And we've got tomatoes all the way up. That's good. Oh, I am dead chuffed with all this. I really am. Considering I started with just a patio, I've had to go out and buy pots and compost. I think we've done very well. Anyway, I hope you'll find these interesting. That's the tiny Tims that I grow from seed. They're producing lots of little tomatoes, and they are lovely. They're brilliant in salads, those little tomatoes. Little button tomatoes, and they are lovely. They're fresh, flavourful. You know, you get more flavour out of stuff you grow your own than from the shops. It's not hanging around as long. You pick it and eat it in the same day, or at least the next day. So growing your own, you get better food, and it makes you feel good that you've grown it. Anyway, there you are. That's the grow your own for today. And I think this is number 11. So we'll be back with number 12 when we got things going on.